Hey Daniel, I apologize not getting back to you yesterday. I was on the road. I'm up in Tahoe for my friend's wedding. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview of WordPress website and kind of how they work. So if we go into the back end of the website, if we go down to appearance and widgets, this is how we can kind of control the homepage. You can basically, a lot of times I'll put just the little text widget in there that you can find down here, and you just drag and drop it up in there, and it'll handle any HTML that you put in there, so you can put straight HTML code in there. So for instance, you know, something here, if we just wanted to make, like, actually do HTML code, we'll do a H2 tag on it real quick. And then we save that, and if we go back, my internet's a little slow at this hotel, so I hope this will work, but I figured it would be easier than trying to type too many things out for you. So that was what the text we just kind of reformatted and changed. The products, this is just pulling from that Equicart. Obviously, if you uploaded a PNG or GIF image, it'd be a transparent background. I see you tried to upload the header with that side. Basically, the header is standalone in terms of it's 960 by 200 right now. If you wanted to add that kind of gray border in there, it gets a little tricky with some websites because they change depending on what computer you view them on. They're going to change screen resolution sizes, and we would almost have to put another div tag in there on the outside of the main box to just hold that little bar, and then put another background in behind that. So it gets a little tricky with that, but anything's necessarily possible. But let's go back, and I'm just gonna get rid of these links that I dropped in there real quick also. This is also where, if you go to the website, there's 3 different boxes on the bottom for footers. So we could drop, those would be down here in the footer, and you could just drop whatever HTML text you want in there. If you want to get an image in there, typically what I'll do is either just upload a new image. So if you go to media, upload new image, select files. Let's just try to get a file in there real quick. Okay, so that file's in there. You can copy that link, that file URL, and actually build everything out in Dreamweaver if you want, and then just copy and paste that URL in Dreamweaver wherever you want to put the photo. The other way to go about it is if you go to a page, and like I said, I do a lot of the building in the HTML in Dreamweaver, and then just copy and paste it in. So if you go to a page and you want to put a photo in, you can go click on this little photo icon. We already have one that I just uploaded, so I'm just going to go to the media library. Let's just click on show that. We're going to align it to the left. Just do a medium size, and insert into post. Now if you do that, it puts the photo in there. If you go to HTML, you can just copy all that text, head over to Dreamweaver, paste that in there, go to design mode, and then it gives you a better representation. So if you wanted to manipulate stuff in Dreamweaver and kind of build it out that way, and then just go back to code view, copy everything, go back to the page, just paste it back in there, and if we go back to visual mode and then hit update, and then you can always just click on view page to go see the page and see what everything looks like. If you want me to give you the FTP access to it, you can go in, and basically this is the way the WordPress website is laid out. The only folder you really need to go into, you don't have to worry about WP admin, WP includes. You just go into WP content. You go into themes. The theme we're customizing is the minimum theme. A lot of it's CSS driven, so if you're not too familiar with CSS, you might not want to mess with it too much, but we can open that. This is kind of deceiving with when it says homepage. We'll open that and I'll show you what I mean. It's basically a bunch of PHP functions that pull in the different widget boxes, different stuff like that. We can customize it with the depending on exactly what you want to do and everything like that as well. The CSS, like I said, if you're not familiar with it, then might not be best to mess with it. But what I do a lot of times is, let's say I just right click on the background, inspect element, and that's in Google Chrome. If you use Google Chrome, you can inspect the element. And what this does is it gives us the CSS class, and so we have the background image under wrap. So it's on line 145. So if we go to line 145, this is what's serving the website up. It's a background image right there, and those images I just uploaded to the FTP server just into this images box, and that's where that CSS is pulling from. With let's just get rid of this photo real quick. Oh. We'll update that. Like I said, it's a little, until you get used to it, it's a little bit hard to figure out how the whole design layout's structured. But it is, once it's set up, it runs really easy and really efficient. So what I suggest is I kind of went through and just kind of laid everything out real quick. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed and updated, including, like the header that you uploaded. Obviously, I believe you went to the appearance header, and then you uploaded that file. But the header image only, like I said, serves up this square box right here. It doesn't do any of the background or anything like that. So that's probably where you're confused on that. Also, and let's just go back to pages. The products page is just basically that, and what that does is it pulls in that Equicart. So if we go to Equid, and we'll just log in real quick. That's what the login was. And right now the Equicart is just kind of filled with dummy products. So if you go to catalog, that's all the different products in here. What you can do is if we go to the products page, these are the top categories in it. So if we go back here, you can manage the different categories, and then you can put the products into whatever categories you want. If you go into a product, obviously price, change eligibility, enable it or disable it, descriptions of it, upload photos or upload more galleries into it. And then there's a ton of different settings that go through, so you can go into system settings and deal with all the shipping, taxes, zones. Design is basically all CSS driven again, so this is the kind of little customized CSS sheet that I'm pulling off of it. And the reason I did that was just to like, we can change out all these little images and stuff like that. It was just to change out some of the font color and stuff like that. So let's go back, trying to think of what else to quickly show you, and I'm probably confusing you more than I'm helping you, so I'm sorry about that. Well, let's go back to, well, we're on pages right here. If you scroll all the way to the bottom of it, you can pick if you wanted a full width content or include the sidebar in there. If you include the sidebar in there, you can go back to widgets, and the primary sidebar is what serves up that sidebar. So you could drop in either that little text widgets or any of these widgets to see something on the sidebar. Obviously you don't need recent posts or comments or archives, categories, or metadata, so you could just drop all of those off of there and kind of go from there. I know it's probably going to be a little confusing for you, mainly with how to design and lay it out, but probably the easiest way to go about it is just remember that the website is 960 pixels wide. So that's the full width of the page. Same with the header. The header is 960 wide by 200, and that just drops it right into that this box right here. The background image, we can mess around with it, but right now the way you have it with the fade, vertical fade, it's actually a repeating image. If we go with that gray little sidebar that you have up here, we would have to incorporate that in another way. You wouldn't put it into the header like that. So basically, I would just, if because I know you're familiar with Dreamweaver, I would just try to lay out as much of the stuff in Dreamweaver as you can, and then I can go in and actually take that code and incorporate it into the WordPress and kind of go from there. Let me know, like I said, if you want FTP access to get into the back files of the website, but like I said, it's probably going to confuse you more if you're not familiar with how everything's served up and everything like that in WordPress. And if you want, you can give me a call too. I'll be driving back to Big Bear tomorrow, probably, or Monday. But you can give me a call anytime Monday. I'll be available, or even tomorrow. I'll probably be available during the day as well. So please let me know if you have any questions, buddy. And I'm sorry you're getting a little confused and frustrated with it, but we'll get it going.